Have you ever wondered if our thoughts can influence the physical world around us? Imagine a reality where our emotions, intentions, and beliefs shape the very substances we interact with daily. Welcome to What If It's All a Game? Today, we delve into the intriguing world of Masaru Emoto's water crystal experiments. These experiments raise a captivating question: do our thoughts affect matter? As we journey through this fascinating topic, we'll explore the science behind Emoto's claims, the implications of his findings, and the broader philosophical questions they provoke. What if the power of our thoughts extends beyond mere psychology and into the realm of the physical universe? Emoto's experiments primarily involved observing water crystals formed under different conditions. He claimed that positive words and thoughts could create beautiful, symmetrical crystals, while negative words would lead to distorted and chaotic formations. But how did Emoto arrive at these conclusions, and what does it mean for our understanding of reality? To grasp the significance of Emoto's work, we first need to understand the fundamental properties of water. Water, as we know, is a unique substance. It exists in various forms and states and is essential for all known life. Its molecular structure allows it to be influenced by environmental factors, temperature, and even sound. This is where Emoto's experiments come into play. In his most famous experiment, Emoto subjected samples of water to different stimuli. For instance, he would play classical music or speak kind words to one sample, while another sample would be exposed to harsh criticism or loud, dissonant sounds. After a period of freezing, he would examine the resulting ice crystals under a microscope. The results were astonishing. The water exposed to positive stimuli formed intricate and beautiful crystals, while those subjected to negative influences resulted in irregular and unattractive shapes. But let's take a moment to scrutinize these findings. First, it's essential to recognize that Emoto's work has faced significant criticism from the scientific community. Many argue that his methodology lacks rigor and that his results are not replicable. Critics point out that his experiments do not adhere to the standards of scientific validation. For instance, the lack of control variables and the subjective nature of crystal evaluation raise questions about the reliability of the conclusions drawn. Yet, despite the controversy, Emoto's experiments resonate with many people. They suggest a profound connection between our consciousness and the physical world. But why does this idea evoke such fascination? Perhaps it's because it challenges the conventional understanding of reality. If thoughts can influence water, what other materials or even life forms could they affect? Consider, for instance, the implications of Emoto's findings on our daily lives. If our thoughts and emotions can impact the water we drink, what about the food we eat, the relationships we build, or the environments we inhabit? This idea invites us to reflect. How often do we allow negativity to permeate our thoughts? How much of our physical well-being is tied to our mental state? Furthermore, Emoto's work opens doors to exploring the concept of intention. The idea that intention can shape reality is not new. Various philosophies and spiritual traditions have long upheld this belief. From ancient practices like meditation and prayer to modern concepts in quantum physics, the idea that consciousness plays a role in shaping our experience of reality is gaining traction. One might ask, can we quantify this influence? Emoto sought to answer this question through his experiments, but the challenge remains. How do we measure the impact of thoughts? Is it even possible to isolate variables in a way that adheres to scientific rigor? This brings us to the heart of a significant philosophical debate: the nature of reality itself. In the realm of philosophy, questions surrounding consciousness and reality have been explored for centuries. Thinkers like Descartes and Kant have pondered the relationship between mind and matter. In modern discussions, the simulation hypothesis posits that our perceived reality may be an artificial construct. The implications of such theories challenge our understanding of existence. If our consciousness can shape reality, are we mere observers in a predetermined simulation? Or do we wield the power to influence the game itself? To further understand this connection, let's explore the idea of resonance. In physics, resonance occurs when an object vibrates in harmony with another object. Some proponents of Emoto's work suggest that our thoughts resonate with the molecular structure of water. This resonance may explain how our intentions can physically alter water's crystalline structure. But even within this framework, skepticism persists. Critics argue that while resonance is a fascinating concept, it does not provide a scientific basis for Emoto's conclusions. They emphasize the need for rigorous testing and validation of claims before accepting them as truth. This sparks a vital conversation about the boundaries of science and belief. How do we navigate the territory where empirical evidence meets the subjective experience of consciousness? What does it mean to believe in the power of thought? For many, Emoto's findings inspire hope. They encourage a more mindful approach to life where positivity is intentionally cultivated. The notion that our intentions can create tangible changes in the world empowers individuals to take control of their mental and emotional states. However, we must also consider the potential dangers of this belief. If one believes that thoughts alone can manifest reality, it may lead to a dismissal of tangible actions and responsibilities. The balance between thought and action is crucial. While cultivating a positive mindset is beneficial, it should not replace the necessity of practical efforts and grounded decision-making. As we reflect on Emoto's work, let's consider its broader implications. If our thoughts can influence water, what does that mean for our interactions with others? Could the energy we project impact not only physical matter but also relationships and communities? The idea that kindness and compassion can create harmony in our surroundings is an inspiring notion. It encourages us to be mindful of the energy we emit and the words we choose. Moreover, Emoto's experiments prompt us to rethink our relationship with nature. If water can respond to human emotion, what other elements of our environment are sensitive to our intentions? This perspective invites a deeper respect for the natural world and an awareness of our interconnectedness. It challenges us to consider how our actions reverberate through the ecosystems we inhabit. Let's now return to the idea of intention. How do we consciously harness this power? Emoto suggests that mindfulness practices can amplify our intentions. Techniques such as meditation, visualization, and affirmations may help us align our thoughts with our desired outcomes. By consciously directing our energy, we may foster an environment conducive to positive change. However, skepticism remains a crucial part of this exploration. It is essential to scrutinize the methods we use to connect our thoughts with the physical world. Can we find ways to scientifically validate Emoto's claims while also honoring the subjective nature of consciousness? This exploration encourages a dialogue between science and spirituality, bridging the gaps between empirical evidence and the profound mysteries of existence. As we ponder the implications of Emoto's findings, let's ask ourselves, what if our thoughts truly do shape reality? What if recognizing this power compels us to become more intentional in our daily lives? The journey of understanding the interplay between consciousness and matter is ongoing, inviting continuous inquiry and exploration. In conclusion, the question of whether our thoughts can influence matter is not easily answered. Masaru Emoto's water crystal experiments spark a profound dialogue about the nature of reality, consciousness, and the power of intention. While his findings remain controversial, they encourage us to explore the deeper connections between our thoughts and the world around us. As you reflect on this topic, consider how you can consciously direct your thoughts and emotions. How might this practice transform your relationships, your health, and your interactions with the environment? Remember, the questions we explore today may lead us to new insights and understanding tomorrow. If you found this exploration thought-provoking, I invite you to subscribe to What If It's All a Game? And join us on this journey of inquiry. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments. What resonates with you? What questions linger in your mind? Together, let's continue to uncover the mysteries of existence and the power of our consciousness. Never forget that the most profound answers often lie behind the most challenging questions. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and remember, what if it's all a game?